Now, Black people are not very good leaders. You can see it all around the world in Black countries and Black neighborhoods and Black communities that Black people suffered very, very much from poor leadership skills. And the main reason why this is because many Blacks make it about them and make it less about the people, the team members that they are serving. Because as a leader, you're a servant. You're serving the people to reach the goals, so then they themselves, when they reach those goals, can become better and therefore can become leaders and to whom they can serve as well. So there are 6 factors that I can identify as to how you can become a very great leader. Now, the first factor is that you're a servant. And I just stated it, but I'll go into a little bit more detail. When you're a leader, you are the greatest of all in terms of authority and power in that particular organization or group. However, you are the least of all because you have the responsibility to make sure that the organization thrives and the people within the organization thrive as well. And so you are to serve the organization ultimately. And that is what it takes to be a very good leader. Second is that you have a goal and you have a vision. If you don't have a goal and you don't have a vision, you can't be a leader because leaders have to know where they're going. Leaders have to know how to get there, and leaders have to know what that looks like. And you can only do that if you have a goal and you have a vision. That's 2. Number 3 is that you put your team members in a position where they can succeed. You understand their qualities, you understand what they're capable of doing, and you understand certain roles that you have in your organization or enterprise that you're a part of, where if they were put in those roles, they would succeed. Now, if the people to whom you're serving, to whom you're leading, are put in roles and do not succeed, then you as a leader have to look upon your leadership capabilities and say, did I do the right thing? Did I put them in a position to succeed? In other words, you have to take responsibility if that member fails in their endeavor, in their approach to perform a job and to perform it well. So that's 3. Number 4 is that you have to raise the expectations the better the group becomes. You can't be stagnant. You can't be someone that says, oh, we're doing okay. We're doing this metric and we're doing quite well and we're going to stay stagnant. No, you have to raise your expectations because growth has to be the way in which you can energize your group, you can energize your organization so then they can get further and further to that goal. And when they reach that goal, you have to create a new goal so that they can aim for something else. If you're constantly aiming for something, then the organization has life. But if you don't aim for anything, the organization has no life. So that's number 4. Number 5 is that you have to be firm, but you also have to be approachable. You see, you got to be firm with the standards that you're putting for the organization. You have to make sure that these standards that are very fundamental to how your organization runs are not going to be changed. These are going to be static. These are going to be the way things should go. However, you got to be approachable. You got to be someone that people can look upon and say, I really want to go to you and talk to you about it. And when you have that open door policy, it enacts trust in the other person and you, and they can look to you as a source of inspiration. Because if you can look into what's going on with them and actually care about them, then they feel that they matter to the organization and they're going to work even harder as a result. So that's number 5. And number 6, very important, you got to lead by example. There are a lot of leaders that go out and tell you to do something, but they themselves don't do it. Now, if you don't do what you tell other people to do, it's very hard for that person, very hard for anybody to trust you and respect you. In order for you to be an effective leader, you have to have the trust and respect of the people to whom you're leading. And if you lose that, there's no way you can succeed. It's just, there's no path forward. So you have to lead by example. And I think Black men, if they focus on these 6 areas, and there are obviously many more, but these 6 areas in particular, they would make great leaders. So if we focus on leadership skills in our new culture, we will do very, very well.